same goes as usual. Not been out on the bike, weather and all that, you know. I've just got nothing to do, nothing to talk about as such. Oh, Poppy pops. But I was just popping out to the shop today, so thought I'd go on the bike bends. It's all lovely and jubbly and dry. And we'll be patient behind this dude because he's obviously all over the place. Probably his first time. This is quite daunting for a first time driver, all this area. With all fast cars coming off the dual carriageways and everything, still driving too fast for these parts. Even that part of dual carriage was 40 miles an hour. I thought I'd try and get a quick video out while I was out. At least just talking a bit of crap while I'm riding to the shop and back, or at least to the shop. But yeah, as I said in my last video, I had a mate staying over for a while as well because he had a bit of trouble at home and all that. But yeah, he stayed for almost a month. He wasn't allowed to go back to his own flat, and it was all bullshit. He'd done nothing wrong. But he's back there now and happy. But something happened while he was there which was pretty horrible at first and pretty sad. And as my cat, one of my cats, had a bit of a crazy time, as a lot of you know, or quite a few of you will know. Just over 6 months ago I lost my old cat. She was almost 18 years old, and it was during the really hot period of July. And she went out one day. I was at a funeral that day and came back, went and got her in. She seemed fine for how she had been anyway. I knew she was getting towards the end anyway. But she came in, I gave her some food. She wanted to go out again. I wasn't going to stop her. I thought, you know, she knows how to find shelter from the sun and all that, so she should be okay, I felt, you know. And that's the reason I like getting her in often as well, to make sure she had some food, so she had more fluid than the cat would usually take in, because they don't really need a lot of fluids and keep themselves hydrated well. Cats regulate that sort of thing quite well. But yeah, probably about 3-4 weeks ago now, my cat went out, and the female one, I got two, they're brother and sister, two black and white cats, about 7 years old now. But she went out when my mum and sister had popped round, and she left when they left, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Someone had an accident or something. And obviously didn't think nothing of it. Went to get her in later on, and couldn't find her and stuff. And I knew straight away something was up, because you know your animals, you know how they behave and all that sort of thing. But I knew something was up, and I didn't realise at the time. I'd forgotten what I'd heard earlier. I'd heard the sound of like cats fighting. I didn't really think much of it, because you know you hear that now and then anyway, and thought, you know, nothing more of that. And I heard nothing else. I didn't hear no cars, no dogs, no nothing like that. But then I didn't see her for 5 days, 5 straight days. And it was almost to the exact hour. About 2 o'clock, me and my mate went out. We were going to walk down to the shop with my dog. And as we walked out the door, we were chatting away, and I just saw her come out of the bush. And that was shocking, because 5 days later you think, yeah, I'm not going to see her again. I really didn't expect to, you know. So it never happened before with her, and she's always shows her face, at least, if not come in, when I go out to look for her and that. But yeah, that was quite shocking. So I was like, hey, look behind me. Yeah, because I was in shock and that, and I didn't want to scare her, and I just went, oh, look behind me. And he looked down and he saw her. He was just as shocked. So he stepped back into the stairwell, because mine's an enclosed stairwell, and he stepped back in there not to scare her, because she is quite a nervous cat anyway. That's why I was surprised and anything could happen to her. But I managed to get her to come in. She was going up the stairs. You could see she was really weak. She was struggling to go up the stairs, almost falling over and stuff. And I just thought maybe she got trapped somewhere, because I couldn't see nothing wrong with her. and I was touching her all over, and she wasn't moaning about me stroking her all over and all that sort of thing. Gave her some food. She was obviously not strong enough to jump up on the side where she usually have her food, so I just put it on the floor for her, and she ate away, and over the time she did start strengthening up. Then, like, I don't know how long later it was, it took a little while for me to notice because of the healing process and everything, but after a little while I suddenly noticed the feeling of scabs and stuff, and eventually all these scars turned up on her back and stuff, and she's still now got a load of scabs there and all along her spine and stuff, and this one open wound still, almost a month later, on her right hand side where all the fur has come off as well. That's a big nasty wound. I might even put a photo up, I don't know, so if you're squeamish, get ready for that, and because I might put that up. It's quite awkward, this is to get out of. So yeah, she was lucky to survive, but she's doing well now, she's healing well. She's getting back to her normal self, she's going out and everything, she's got her strength back and that. Most of it has healed, apart from this main open wound. It's a bit red and looking a little raw, but it's hard to tell whether it's actually healed, because it might have healed but all the fur come off. But I'm not going to touch or anything, but I think that was a dog. But the weird thing was, I think I heard, like I say, I heard the cats fighting sound and all that, but I didn't hear no dog or nothing like that. But that was a very nasty attack. She was very lucky to survive. She must have bled a lot, and being gone for 5 days on top of all that. Oh, what's happened to my glove? That one's falling apart. They've done well though, they've done 3, need another gear, but they've done well, these gloves. It's a bit of a rip starting to come into that one now. That one was ripped probably about a year ago and that, but it still doesn't let air through it, it's pretty good. But they were only a tenner 3 years ago. And keep your hands lovely and warm. Don't know what the make is, probably some Chinese make or something. Yeah, I thought I'd tell you about my poor little cat, but yeah, no. So lucky to have survived that. She must have bled out a lot. I didn't see no mess on the road or anything after. Let me just wipe this. Because I was looking around just in case she had been hit by a car, you know. And I couldn't see no mess or anything, and like I say, when she came in there was no noticeable damage to her, surprisingly, considering how bad it actually is. It wasn't until like she'd started healing up that the scars were showing, and then the fur went off where the main large chunk has been bit out or whatever. But yeah, very lucky. Oh, it's gonna rain on me now, isn't it? So I might go back I was dry all day, man. As soon as I come out of rain, typical in it, but there you go. At least I got out on the bike and gave it a little run. Needs to do an oil change on it as well. Might do a video of that. I haven't done one with this bike. I have done an oil change but not a video. That is about due now. But anyway, I'm going to finish the video here, go into Tesco, get some bread and a couple of other things and head home. I might go the dual carriageway to give it open it up a bit, I think. So I will see you soon in another video.